The retirement you've been dreaming of could be within your reach, if you have a plan. Hi, my name is Ben Lux, and I'm a financial advisor with Mutual of Omaha. I help people in the Omaha and Lincoln area create budgets, stick to their plans, and save more, so they can enjoy retirement. I'd like to help you do the same. And no matter where you are right now, it's important to remember that it's never too late to plan your financial future. I have some neighbors down the street who are newly retired. When they're not off traveling, I see them outside playing with their grandkids, gardening, and sometimes just relaxing on the porch. Every time I chat with them, I can't help but notice how happy they seem. And as a financial advisor, one of the first things I think about when I see a couple like that is that they got retirement right. They're clearly doing things they enjoy doing, they seem stress-free, and they're traveling to places they've always wanted to see. It's exactly the type of retirement I'm hoping for, and I imagine you might be too. The great news is that type of retirement is available for a lot of people. Some good decisions have to be made along the way, but that can be the version of the golden years many of us enjoy. But what does it mean to make the right decisions along the way? Well, it depends a lot on your personal situation and goals, because what's right for me certainly won't be what's right for everyone. To figure out what's right for each of us, we need to ask ourselves some questions like, when do I want to retire? What does my ideal retirement look like? What kind of legacy do I want to leave? If you and I were to sit down and start thinking through a retirement plan together, we would discuss questions like those, and then start putting suitable financial vehicles in place based on your answers. There are quite a few options when it comes to those financial vehicles, but we usually find the most effective retirement strategies consist of a variety of them. Each of these strategies has pros and cons, so before we make any firm decisions, we would need to consider things like their contribution limits, growth potential, how they're taxed, and when you can access the money. You're probably already familiar with some of the financial vehicles we're talking about, so instead of trying to cover all of them, let's talk about a couple effective strategies that you may not be familiar with: a Roth IRA and an index universal life insurance policy. Let's start with the Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is a tax-advantaged individual retirement account that allows after-tax contributions. They can be beneficial for younger workers who can benefit from the decades of potential growth ahead of them. Here are a few things to keep in mind when considering a Roth IRA. First, let's talk about those contributions. While they are after tax, they aren't tax deductible. The money you contribute can grow based on the performance of the investments you select. There are no limitations to what you can earn if the market goes up, but there are also no protection from losses if the market goes down. It's also important to note there are contribution and income limitations tied to a Roth, which can restrict how much you can save over time. And once you're ready to take a qualified distribution, they will be tax-free. But if you need to take a non-qualified distribution along the way, taxes and tax penalties could apply. Now let's take a look at an Index Universal Life Insurance Policy, or IUL policy. IULs are a form of permanent life insurance that let you decide how much cash value to assign to either a fixed account or an equity index account. That may sound a little complicated, and they can be. So let's look at some of the details to better understand these policies. This type of policy provides protection through its death benefit, but it also earns a cash value that you can access to help supplement your retirement savings. That cash value has the potential to earn interest at a rate that can be tied to the stock market index, giving you greater earning potential. The cash value on these policies will grow tax deferred. Unlike the stock market, your interest rate will be subject to a maximum cap rate. But you will also be guaranteed that you can never earn less than 0% in a year, even when the markets are down. And once you are ready to start taking supplemental retirement income, you can start taking income tax-free loans from the cash value. Keep in mind, the life insurance policy must remain in force, or you'll have to pay taxes on any loans taken that were greater than the premiums paid. Hopefully that information helps you form a better understanding of a couple lesser known, but potentially very effective savings vehicles that we could use to help you meet your retirement goals. But remember, Roth IRAs and IULs are just two examples of all the vehicles that are out there that could go into your well-rounded retirement plan. In fact, you may not include a Roth or an IUL in your plan, but you could also use both. It just depends on what we find out when we start exploring your situation and the retirement vision you have for yourself. I know it may seem like a lot of options and it may start to feel overwhelming, but don't panic. It's my job to help you sort through everything that's out there and tailor a plan that helps you reach your goals. Together, we can figure it out. I'll leave you with one last bit of advice about retirement, and it may be the most important part. It's never too late to start saving. Schedule an appointment. I'd love to help you come up with a plan so that you can live out the retirement of your dreams.